So you may have seen on social media today that Worn & Wound are celebrating their 10th anniversary, and they have a new watch to celebrate that 10th anniversary, and it is in a collaboration with Seiko 5. This is a Seiko 5 sports watch, very similar to the watches that I actually recently featured on my channel. However, they had a release party here in New York City. I attended it, so I have one on hand already. I actually bought this tonight, and I am doing a video about it. I'm just going to show you the packaging and talk about the watch a little bit. I'm already very familiar with this watch. This is an SRPH81, but it's very similar to the other watches that I featured on the channel. Just looks a little bit different than those other Seiko 5 Sports. So you can see they give you a little pamphlet here. This is a picture of the watch. Seiko 5 Worn & Wound. It's just a thank you, telling the, how they started 10 years ago, all that stuff from Blake, James, and Zach. And then, of course, they give you a little bit of extra stuff, I think, for attending the party. This is a strap changing tool. They included a microfiber cloth, a pin for Worn & Wound, a wind-up watch shop, and then some stickers. Now, I think you probably get the stickers because I've gotten stickers from them before when I buy some of their, limited editions, their special editions that they do in collaborations. I actually like their collaborations that they do a lot. I like their style, so I like their watches. They're just really nice. This comes with an extra strap. It is an adapt strap, so they actually give you a little card on that as well, and an explanation of the strap here, which is nice. So it comes with an extra strap. It's actually a NATO strap. It is double pass-through. I'm not a huge fan of double pass-through NATO straps, but as they go, this is actually pretty nice. It's not very thick. It has some contrast stitching on here, so it's in red, and the hardware is very nice. It's a very nice strap, but again, I probably won't use it because I'm not a huge fan of NATO straps, but there you go. And here's the watch. You can see it's actually nice packaging. It's a lot nicer than what you normally would get, and it's printed Seiko and Adapt, which is pretty cool. And then it has Worn & Wound 10th anniversary limited edition there. So here's the watch. It comes on a green strap, and I actually featured one of these on a blue strap. That blue strap had, I believe, orange on the underside as well. So it's very, very similar. It's the exact same strap, but in a green canvas. And then I think that Zach, the person who actually designed this watch with Seiko, said that this was inspired by the very first Seiko that they reviewed on their channel, and I think that was an SNK khaki dial. So that's why they made this outer ring sort of in a khaki off-white color. It also has a texture. It's actually a really nice texture. I'll do a close-up of it so you can see. And then the inner dial is in a silver color. Now, they've been running some sort of, little videos on Instagram, and in that video, they show I believe it's a Land Rover Defender 110 or Defender 90 or 110. I don't remember which one it is, but I think they took some inspiration from there as well. Maybe I'm wrong, but that gray color sort of reminds me of that a little bit. And then you have the green in here with the orange. Definitely feels like an outdoorsy watch, and I like the look of it. So basically, it is a Seiko 5 sports field or pilot's watch that we are used to. So it gets a 4R36. You get a domed hardlex crystal. It's 100 meters of water resistance. I believe it's 39 millimeters, but we'll do measurements really quickly. I have a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, it's basically 39. Let's get this right there. 39.4 millimeters. So it's around 39 millimeters. And the lug to lug on here is 47.7. You get a crown that's actually pretty sizable, 6.3 millimeters. And it's not an incredibly thick watch, but it's not thin at 13.3 millimeters. That's including the domed hardlex crystal, which is actually very, very domed, as you can see, and it does distort. The dial is really nice, though. I really like what they did here. The date wheel is in Japanese and English, and then it just says automatic right there. You have a 12-hour scale on the center dial, and then a 60-minute scale on the outer dial. And then you have that red triangle right there. You do get I believe Lume Bright on the hands. I don't believe you get any Lume Bright on the indices, but of course we will do a Lume shot at the end and check that out. You do get 2 straps, as I mentioned. The strap that this comes on does come with this press buckle, which I'm not a huge fan of. I've mentioned this in the other videos that I did, but it's really not terrible, but it's not great. It's Seiko, you know, that's what they do. And then the back, you can see the movement. It is a 4R36. What's nice about this is that they actually put sort of like a gold, I guess it's not gold leaf, but it's probably just gold paint on the underside of the rear hard Lex, and it just says, you know, the 10th anniversary, Seiko 5 Sports 4 worn and wound in celebration of their 10th anniversary. That's basically all it says. It is 100 meters of water resistance. It's limited edition to 1,000 pieces, so it's actually decently limited. And the price on here is $325. So it is more expensive than the other watches that I have featured on the channel, because I think those came in at around $275. However, this comes with 2 straps and a little bit nicer packaging. So it is also a limited edition of 1,000 pieces. So that's where they're, I guess, charging that extra $50 for it. Other than that, I think it's a really nice watch. It's actually, I was actually very impressed when I saw it in person. I did not have to buy one, and I chose to buy one because I just really liked it. And I'm glad I did, because it looks like a really interesting version of that Seiko sports watch. I'm sure that they keep on coming out with iterations, different iterations of that watch. They'll eventually come out with one that looks like this, but like I said, this is sort of a limited edition from a brand that I really like. I follow. I literally go on their website every day, at least once or twice a day, read articles. I really do like their website, among others, but you know, there are definitely my favorite, or one of my favorites, so pretty cool. So $325 I think is expensive, but it's only a little bit more expensive than what we would pay for a normal version. And that's really it. So again, this is the SRPH81, and that's the number that they gave this one. You do get drilled lugs. Again, you get that on every single one of these Seiko 5 Sports. Just something to mention, and an unsigned crown. You do get a screening case back as well. All in all, a really nice watch, 20 millimeter lug width. I think it's a very good looking watch. And I like the advertisements that they're doing with these Land Rovers. I think there is some of the inspiration in here as well. Maybe I'm completely wrong, I'm just saying that, but they didn't say that. They did say that they were inspired by the SNK khaki dial, and you can see definitely some of that inspiration, but you know, obviously it looks very different at the same time. Very quickly, let's do a Lume shot and then wrap up the video. Well, there you have it. I mean, the Lume is incredible, but again, this is basically the same on every single one of these watches that I've seen, just little dots for every one of the indices, and then you have the sword hands. Those are lumed pretty well, and then you have a lollipop. That's really it. I forgot to do a wrist check, excuse me. Today I actually have on Grand Seiko. This is the Grand Seiko 20th anniversary with the lion's mane dial, and I decided to lume it up so you guys could see, because I'm doing a wrist check during the Lume shot, so you're not going to be able to see the watch, but you can see the lume, which is pretty insane. Now this is sort of the, you know, the big differences between two Seikos. This is one of the cheaper Seikos that you can get, and this is one of the most expensive Seikos that you can get right now. And you can see there's a huge difference in lume, but you better get a lot more lume on a watch like this, because it is a lot more expensive. Anyway, there you have it. I think this is a really cool watch. I think it's really good looking. I really like the Seiko 5 Sports lineup of watches. I know a lot of other YouTubers are complaining about them. I think that they are really nice. Inflation happens. Things are getting more expensive. The fact that they could put together a really nice watch like this for this price. The only things that I've complained about these watches is they don't have a sapphire crystal. They should, and they should have a better buckle. That's all I've said. Those are my 2 main complaints at this price. And even at $200, they should be giving you, if you could buy these at discounts. This one probably won't discount very well, but I'm talking about other ones. It should have a sapphire crystal and an upgraded buckle, maybe something that is impressed. Those are my 2 major complaints about the Seiko 5 lineup of watches in general. That's it. That's really it. At $325, this should have a sapphire crystal. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Anyway, Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog, all one word. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.